Hi everybody, I'm just outside San Siro after Italy-Germany, first leg of the Nations League quarterfinals, and unfortunately it wasn't a good game for the Azzurri because they lost 2-1 despite taking the lead with Sandro Tonali in the first half. And it was actually a quite good first half from the Azzurri because they had another chance to score again with Tonali, they had another one with Moise Kean, and it was overall, I have to say, a very good first half. But it was clear even when Italy were playing quite good, even when they could keep the ball a little bit longer, it was pretty clear that Germany had more quality, and it's surely not something that we find out today. I covered the game in here at San Siro, and I have to say that there are some players that when they touch the ball, you can see that the ball moves in a different way and it has a different sound. And Jamal Musiala really is one of these players. I mean, the quality that he had, it was clearly Joshua Kimmich put in a man of the match performance because he provided 2 assists and he was very, very consistent. But the quality that Musiala has, the way he touches the ball, the way he always finds the best place and the best position to touch the ball and to start the attack and to try to finish as well, it's something impressive, really. The quality that he put in tonight was really, really good. He wasn't involved in any of the goals, but I have to say that the quality that he showed tonight, especially compared to the quality of some Italy players, was really, really astonishing. Not saying that Italy didn't play well. It was, as I said, especially in the first half, a decent performance, but of course, it's not the same kind of quality that Germany have currently. So I think the Azzurri did the game that Spalletti expected. They tried to keep the ball when they could. They tried to hit Germany when they had the chances, but they scored the first goal with Tonali, and then they had another big chance with Raspadori in the second half, but he didn't score. He was all alone in front of the Germany keeper. While Germany, they had a couple of chances, and they do make the most of those 2 chances. I have to say that it was not predictable, but it was easy to see that Italy was struggling on set pieces. Even when Germany didn't score, they had quite a lot of corner kicks in the first half, and they always try to put some players in front of Donnarumma, trying to disturb him, trying to, just walk around and move around him with another Italy player, try to disturb him. And then in the end it paid off because they scored the winning goal with Goretzka from a corner kick. Sandro Tonali probably had the best week in his career because he just won his first trophy with Newcastle, and tonight he scored his second goal with Italy national team. As I said, he was close to scoring a second one for the Azzurri as well. To me, he was the best player on the pitch for the Azzurri. So overall performance, I think Joshua Kimmich, the German captain, and then best Italy player, surely Tonali, followed by Nicolo Barella. Barella as well, great stamina, great quality, probably even more quality than Tonali, even if Tonali, the work rate and the amounts of challenges that he won and the overall performance was really strong. And on top of that, he, as I said, he also scored that goal that gave the Azzurri the lead in the first half. I really like Barella, as I said. Ken highs and lows, even if I have to say that battling with Jonathan Tah is not easy at all. Very interesting defender. We all know him very well. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the season, so he could leave. He's probably leaving by Leverkusen for free, and he's one to keep an eye on because he was really solid defensively. And Ken did win some of the duels against Jonathan Tah. He had a good chance in the first half, another similar chance from a incredible, go and watch it again, backheel assist from Sandro Tonali in the second half, but in that case Ken sent it over the crossbar. You can still hear a few shouts here and there. I'll show you there are still fans when they're at San Siro having a beer and trying to enjoy a night that, in terms of football, wasn't the best for Italy and Spalletti's men. I was talking about Ken, a good performance. It wasn't easy against Jonathan Tah. Raspadori, I think he was still a little bit slow. He did a lot of dirty work. He ran a lot around Moise Kean, and he had that chance in the second half that it should really have converted, and it wasn't that difficult. It was pretty easy to score from that, even if of course you don't have much time to stop the ball and find the net, but it was pretty easy, and he should have scored. Wing backs, Politano and Udogi. Udogi physicality, I think it was good, as I wrote in the ratings for Football Italia. Didn't push that much, and when he did, he didn't really find the space to put crosses in. So I think it wasn't 100% convincing Udogi on the left. On the right, Politano, he contributed to the first goal of Tonali, first and only for Italy. But then again, it's not exactly his natural role. He's not a right wing back. He's more of a right winger. So he should really play with somebody else, with a right back behind him, rather than being tasked with going up and down the right flank, attacking and defending. He did well. He did fairly well. I mean, nothing out of this world, but he did what he had to on the right flank. Worst news in defense, I think. All pretty good in the first half. Probably Bastoni misplaced a couple of passes before the break, and then in the second half, that's where the big problems emerged, because Germany scored with two headers from inside the box, and they had another chance when the result was 1-1. They had just scored the leveler, and they had another chance exactly the same way they had scored the first goal. Another cross from the right. Another time the Germany striker was all alone inside the box, and he could take the ball with his head, and luckily didn't score that time, but they did score with Goretzka in a few minutes later, taking a lead, winning the game 2-1, which means they'll have a big advantage when they host Italy at home on Sunday. In terms of managers, I'm going to finish with this. Spalletti was, I wouldn't say calm. You would never see Spalletti just sitting on the bench and telling his staff to give instructions to the team. He would always talk to the team firsthand and always try to have direct contact with the team. So he was always standing up in front of the bench. He was always trying to have a contact with his players. Nagelsmann complained much more than Spalletti with the referee. Second half, he was keeping on complaining, especially with the fourth official. There wasn't much to complain about because it wasn't a dirty game. There are some rough challenges, but nothing huge happened, I would say, during the match. There were protests for a potential Germany handball in the second half, but it all finished without too many protests from the Azzurri. Overall, I think the Azzurri did what they had to. I mean, it's clear, as I said at the beginning, that they don't have the same quality as Germany, and if you don't have the same quality and you waste some chances, then it's very, very hard to get the result. Now, Italy must win with a 2-goal advantage in Germany on Sunday, in just a few days. And they will need to check on Riccardo Calafiori as well, because he seemed to suffer a slight injury towards the end of the game. Spalletti didn't say much in his post-match press conference because he said he still doesn't know much about the injury situation of Calafiori. I think Calafiori actually was the best defender for Italy tonight, better than Di Lorenzo, better than Alessandro Bastoni, who is having a great season at Inter, but tonight playing in the center of the three-man defense, it wasn't as commanding as he usually is. Probably needs a little bit more space down the left, like Calafiori, to go and play almost as a left back, although starting from the center of defense when he has to be the leading defender in the center of defense is not always a good night for him, and tonight indeed wasn't a good night for the Inter defender. It wasn't a good night for Italy either, losing 2-1 at home against Germany, but there will be a lot to talk about in the coming days as well. The second leg will be played in Germany, Dortmund Signal Iduna Park on Sunday, so we'll talk then about the national team, but keep in touch, subscribe to the channel, and over the next few days there will be more about Italy and Serie A football. Ciao, buonanotte.